Now, before I even get any further into this, technically speaking, Inuyasha didn't pick Kagome. He had no choice. What's up, guys? No intro yet. So today we're talking about why Inuyasha picked Kagome. Now, despite what I just said like a second ago, he technically did pick her even though he didn't have much of a choice because, you know, Kikyo was murdered. Before I even get there, technically speaking, the main reason I think at the end of the day he picked her is because Kagome is just Kikyo 2.0, like the upgraded version, since she's, you know, her reincarnation. And I'm gonna go through a couple points as to why Kikyo was just always the wrong choice no matter what. Now, back in the day, you know, when they were both reforming, Kikyo was starting to get away from the super soldier priest era and she's starting to become a more normalized citizen. She's going to give in her powers, hand out to predecessors and the third. And then Inuyasha was starting to get over the fact that his whole entire lineage hated him as a hybrid demon. He's starting to become more humanized, this, that, and the third. They're starting to come together. Naraku happened, and then boom, 100 years later, Kikyo's back from the dead. Now, Kikyo's first murder is the main reason as to why she has always held this sort of resentment, wanting to get revenge against him. She was murdered because she trusts Inuyasha thoroughly, to the point where she was about to run away with him, just like run away from the entire lifestyle of being a priest, the whole the defending part of being a priest. And the day she was going to die, Naraku disguised himself as Inuyasha, said, hey, you know, what's up? And then sliced her up there. So that's very ingrained in her system. So when she came back from the dead, that's all she knew. That's getting revenge back on Inuyasha. Also, her second murder didn't help with the fact that Inuyasha didn't have much of a choice between picking Kikyo and Kagome because she kind of died again, you know, was killed again by the same person, more or less. So that's kind of my fucking choice up there. And also, Kikyo's resentment, it was so bad to the point where she would side with the man who murdered her to get revenge on the man who she think murdered her the first time. Crazy. There have been multiple moments in this series where she has shown like softer side of her whenever Inuyasha's around, despite it being used to steal Shikon jewel shards off of him to lift it to Naraku, or just overall just cuck Kagome the entire way through the series. And the fact that she's also undead is kind of a huge factor as to why she wouldn't be the best choice for him. It's kind of hard to date an undead person. And the reason is, as the series goes on and Inuyasha becomes more humanized, despite the fact he's gaining more powers and like it's starting to get in tune with his demon side. Since he's a hybrid human and demon, he's able to hone the aspects of being a demon with the powers, but a human emotionally wise. You know what I mean? He's able to distinguish, hey, maybe I should use my powers here, maybe I shouldn't. You know, he's able to decipher that. Because he's becoming more humanized, the fact that Kikyo's life battery was people's near dying souls to be ripped from their bodies and enter hers to keep living, keep fostering a life, that's kind of conflicts with his morals, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to hang with a person who's essentially mortal, and the main reason they are immortal is because they take people who are near death's door, just rip their souls out of their mouth socket and just insert it in their anus. Like you don't want that burden on your anything. So that's just an easy yikes all the way through. Now we're gonna get to why Kagome is just literally the only choice, and you know, just I guess he had to pick her. She is Kikyo 2.0. What do I mean by this? It's essentially like this. So Kikyo, super priest with powers meant to purify and be the guardian of the Shikon jewel shards. What's Kagome? Essentially same thing. Kagome is a rookie because she hasn't been in the game as long as Kikyo has. Kagome still put in work. Push come to shove, she's probably saved him as many times as he saved her. There have been numerous instances, like for example, when Kagome met him and found out that he had a new moon sequence, this, that, and the third, whatever. Like basically he became like a little normal motherfucker like this guy when the new moon came out. So when that happens, he literally can't do anything. Like he's weaker than a human, essentially. So Kagome had to put in that work to save his ass till the new moon was over, and then boom, he could work again. So she's actually useful. And another thing too, Kagome was being cucked this entire time, and she somehow stuck with this man. Somehow stuck with this furry monster over here. I don't know how she did it. I wouldn't have the patience if I was in that position. I'm gonna be honest. Like, hey man, listen. If I was in a relationship with someone, right? Like I would love them very much. There was another dimension. Basically, they were like in Germany or some shit. That's like another fucking world. And they had like an older woman on the side who technically hated the fuck out of them, but loved them at the same time, like psycho shit. And I don't know if I would be comfortable with staying with that very, very long. Because there has been numerous times where Kagome is like, oh fuck, well he could pick Kikyo, I'm gonna be all alone. Like she's like multiple times like that, you know what I mean? She had depressive episodes. And then the parents would be like, hey yo, what are you obsessed with that furry dude? What's going on, man? Like what? you live in a human world. Just go. Like, I find it funny, like, she had numerous times to date other dudes, and it's like, no, I'll go with this barbaric werewolf demon guy who doesn't shower at all. That seems perfect to me. It's mind blowing. And also the fact, that at the end of the day, she's just loyal. She really is. There have been numerous times where Inuyasha's like, hey, do you want to go home, because we're gonna have to travel miles upon miles to find this one shard, and we're gonna have to fight numerous demons who I have never fought in my life, that could potentially kill us, and I won't be able to defend you because, at the end of the day, I'm only one person. Are you want to come with us? And she said yes every single time. Put her life on the line every single time. Now, what did Kikyo do whenever she was confronted with a situation where she either had to put her life on the line or save Inuyasha? She was selfish. She decided that revenge is more important than her love for him, because apparently at the end of the day, Kikyo still loved him, and her situation is so unfortunate because of the fact, like, Naraku just fucked her infinitely. Like, if Naraku never killed her the way he did with Inuyasha's skin, I feel like they would have been a perfect couple, and they would have died like 100 years ago, and this story would have never happened. But Naraku, being the wonderful villain he is, would be the man who was able to harbor a 100-year resentful grudge against one another. That was already there beforehand, because demons and humans don't get along. They had to get over that first to become lovers. But then Naraku's like, yeah. Oh, and one thing too. So the thing about Naraku, right? Naraku at the time, like 100 years ago, the way he came to be, right, is very interesting. So there's this one guy named Obunobu, I think his name is. I don't know the exact name. Sorry if I get it wrong. Essentially what he was like a dying soldier. He had burns all over his body, he had bandages all over, like basically looked like a bandaged Shishio, how badly burned and wounded he was. And Kikyo would spend weeks upon weeks going and ailing this poor wounded soul, right? Just being like, hey man, I know you fucked up. I know you can't leave this cave because like you literally your entire body is just burned to a crisp, but I'll be here. I'll help you out. I'm a priest, brother. You know what I mean? And then she did that for weeks upon weeks, became lustful for her. Like, if it was possible, he would have tier 3 subscribed to her Twitch channel. That's how horny he was. And what he decided to do was like, I need to insert my being into her. So I'm going to sacrifice my body to demons to become sentient so I could walk and impregnate her. So he decided to call all the demons around him, which is kind of weird. Like, I don't know, you can just call demons like that. Like, hello? Yeah, can you give me some more powers, please? I am looking for demonic services to have sex. So I need access. I need you to have access to my body so I can have access to my body with full autonomy so I can in turn have sex. Please. Hope you didn't do anything wrong. Love you, demon. Bye. Like, I think that's how he thought it was going to happen. But the moment he called those demons to him, all like hundreds upon hundreds of them, they like entered his soul, and then he became a new person called Naraku. Now, Naraku is essentially the amalgamation of all those demons put together. And since the Obunobu guy was still a core part of Naraku, he decided to follow through with his plans and meet Kikyo. Now, however, meeting Kikyo in Naraku's eyes, not Obunobu's eyes, Naraku's eyes, meant killing her. So yeah, that's basically it. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks you guys sticking around. Appreciate it. I didn't expect much support on the last video, I'm gonna be honest here. I was quite a bit. I do love you guys for, just helping a brother out through the transition. I'm gonna get more comfortable with this as time goes on. I'm trying to post daily videos. I'm going to try. If I can't, do not get out my asshole, but I will try. And yeah, the name change is coming soon to Drody Pistol Whip, just officially. It's coming very soon. Next Monday, I'll get everything done accordingly. But until then, yeah. So, see you guys later.